Livinpink here for CyberActiv, and I am with Ostojic.
Yay!
Yay! How are you doing today?
I am very good.
Yeah, so how did this weekend go? You only competed in WCS, and you did qualify to go to China, but how was your run in the tournament?
It was pretty good. I lost in the first round against Huck, so I was pretty disappointed, and he was like one of the only players I didn't want to play because I always choke against him on LAN. And I did again today, or not today, but I did again on Friday, and that was really disappointing for me, but you know, I managed to make my way through the losers bracket, and I got 7-8 that spot, and a free trip to China, and a chance to compete in the World Championship Series, World Finals, I guess.
How do you feel about that, competing in China for the World Finals?
It's awesome. Definitely a big honor to represent Canada and North America there. There's only, I guess, 9 of us, 7 spots plus the 2, so there aren't that many, and it's a huge honor, and it's a huge opportunity for me to prove that, you know, Canadian players and North American players are top tier compared to the rest of the world.
Why did you decide not to compete in the open bracket and only do the WCS?
Mostly just because of the prize pool was so big in WCS, especially towards the top, so I wanted to focus on that, and I also wanted to qualify, so I figured that tournament was more important for me. MLG, it's tough. Sometimes you get a hard bracket, sometimes you don't, so it's kind of a coin flip, really. You can get lucky, you can get really unlucky depending on your bracket, and I didn't really want to have to play a tons of matches on the Friday because WCS essentially was run, the entire tournament was run on the Friday. And if I played the open bracket as well, I would have had another 5 or so matches.
What was your best game this weekend? Do you have any highlight moment?
Game 2 against Hawk in the losers bracket. I was up 1 game, but I was pretty far behind after Zergling Baneling, and I ended up winning it after like a 35-minute ZVZ. I took a hidden base, and it was pretty exciting, pretty interesting stuff. So I don't know if they're releasing replays or whatever, but that was a pretty cool game that I played.
Talking about you now, how did you come up with your username, Ostojic?
My last name is Ostojic. Well, so I think way back when my brother, you know, when we first started playing video games, it asks you to put in your username, and he didn't have one, so he put in Ostojic, like our last name, and then he just changed the C to a Y. It doesn't mean anything. I think it sounds cool. I've kind of built a reputation around it now. A lot of people have a hard time pronouncing it, but apparently it intimidates players because it sounds so advanced. So I like it. I think it's cool.
Yeah, I like it too. How did you join ItsGosu? Did you have any teams prior to that?
Yeah, I was on 6Jacks at NRG, and then they kind of cut me from their team. So that was when I joined All for One Gaming, and All for One Gaming eventually became ItsGosu, and I've been there ever since.
You like being with that team? Do you have a team practice, a good team dynamic?
Yeah, I think a lot of the guys on their team are pretty close friends. You know, me, DD, Vibe previously, we're all on 6Jacks together, so we all came to that team, or to ItsGosu after. So we were pretty well close friends, and then as well I'm, you know, friends with other people on the team. We practice together somewhat, not as much as I guess teams that have a team house together, but you know, certainly, you know, if I want to play games, I know Gosu Ice Cream, formerly OGS Illusion, he loves to play practice games, and if I ask him, he'll play like 50 games with me, no problem. So that's pretty cool.
That's a lot of stamina. So, how did the weekend went so far for you? Besides the tournament, did you enjoy yourself? Do you like rallying?
Yeah, it's pretty nice. I mean, this MLG isn't too packed, so that's kind of different experience. But you know, coming out of Anaheim, it's definitely, you know, hard to compete with that huge crowd that always shows up there. The MLG so far has been a lot of fun. There have been no hiccups, no internet problems. Games have been entertaining, and I haven't had to play in the open bracket, so I have time just to, you know, relax, watch games as kind of a spectator, and hang out with my friends.
You still go to university, right?
Yep. I'm going into my 3rd year at Western in London, Ontario, and I'm studying business next year, so that'll be super busy, and I'm hoping I can still play StarCraft competitively. I know there are people that don't play very much, like Scarlet, and are insanely good, and I hope that I'm able to match that feat next year. Yeah.
I hope so too. Do you have any shout-outs you'd like to do?
I'd like to give a shout out to my team at Gosu and all our sponsors, NOS, Max Integration, Razer, Raid Call, and Own 3D. And thanks everyone for watching.
Thank you very much, and good luck in your next tournament.